if I try to give a really simple answer to a difficult question, I'd say the breakout companies, the outstanding companies, do three things that are fundamentally different. First of all, they put a country leader in who is not just a mid-level sales manager, but truly an entrepreneurial general manager who is able to take up the assets of the company and reconstruct it in a powerful way in pursuit of the opportunity. Okay? They hire a leader based on the size of their ambition, not the size of the business. And they localize the management team. There aren't too many expats, and they truly empower them to make most decisions. In a lot of companies, there is very little empowerment. Most decisions, hiring 3 people, giving a 5% discount, these things have to be decided in Singapore or Paris or somewhere else. In these companies, almost all operating decisions are made within India. And what that does is give them tremendous speed and agility. Okay? So treating India as a real P&L or profit center, delegating most operating decisions is a big piece of the success. The second big thing, a difference, is time horizons. In a lot of companies, the long term means the year, and most of the time they're focused on the quarter. Unfortunately, to build a significant business in India, it's a long haul. It takes 5 to 10 years, usually closer to 10 than 5. And what these companies are willing to do is invest with that time horizon in mind. And they make large investments in distribution. They make significant investments in localizing the product, in building a low-cost supply chain, in driving innovation for the local market, i.e. coming up with India-specific products and so forth. So that's kind of idea number 2. And the third really important thing they do is learn this quality which I call resilient. So India is chaotic. As I said at the very outset, you have challenges of corruption, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of volatility, strikes, bunds, and so forth. And you have to cultivate resilience. India is also a country which has come out from a couple of 100 years of colonial rule and then 50 years of socialism. And so there is a certain distrust of business in general and multinationals in particular. And a lot of this distrust is actually well deserved because some multinational companies have behaved in bad ways. For instance, you think about that big environmental disaster in Bhopal with Union Carbide. So what companies need to do is arm themselves or insulate themselves from these kinds of issues. And the way you do that is truly embracing a business philosophy of doing well by doing good. So this is not corporate social responsibility, which is, like a lipstick on a pig, but this is fundamentally developing business models where you flourish and society flourishes with you. A good example for example, could be Unilever and their water business. 10 years ago, as they were thinking about how do we grow, they said, well, there's a whole category we're not present in, which is selling clean drinking water, and not packaged water, but water purifiers. Nowhere else in the world do they make this. But they decided there are 1.2 billion Indians without access to safe, clean drinking water. Let's go and develop this. And today it's a very flourishing, successful global water business. And so to me, that's an example of doing well by doing good. So companies need to systematically think about how you do this. You also need to make sure that you have lots of relationships, lots of friends, not just in the right places, but also in the wrong places. And that allows you to tide through the ups and the downs that companies will invariably face.